Hey y'all, welcome back to Fiasco Factory, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved. So last episode I ran a little test of the power and OET charging system, and of course it was inadequate. Kind of knew it would be, but the defenses are the place where there was a major issue. In that eventually those little turret towers that I designed ran out of juice because the induction charging pad only holds 1500 power. And so the generators couldn't keep up with the demand because it was basically just a pass-through. There was no storage. So I've got a plan for fixing that, at least attempting to fix that. We'll see. I've also finished building out all these batteries over here. So even though I think that the generators, I think there's 16 of them. I'm not going to count them now because I don't count well on camera. I think that this is probably inadequate, but at least they're all connected and have a battery touching them. I also made these cool little backsplash things back there. I didn't think about this before, but you can use the room blocks, of course, as different kind of decorative blocks. So I did that there, and you can also paint, which I did here. Unfortunately, I tried to paint this. You can't paint that. You can't paint. You can't paint this warning stripe stuff. You can paint kind of the basic blocks. So I don't know what all the restrictions are on painting stuff, but that would be, I guess, good for me to find out, because I would probably paint a bunch of stuff. I've got biomass resolved with a little bit better mine. I've got titanium and nickel here. Mining is boosted over there, plus I've started upgrading these guys. These smelting hoods, whatever the hell they're called. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure. Induction things. So I've done that, but I'm also dividing titanium and nickel over here, so even though I boost mining, there's just not enough speed on the conveyor, so I need to work on increasing that throughput. Nickel and titanium, there are huge demands on nickel, titanium, and gold, because mainly I'm using alloyed blocks right now. They're needed for both for these batteries and for the Mark III turrets as well. So let's take a look at my plan for solving this power situation. So we've got the battery here with 227K or 270K of juice stored up in it, and all I've just done is verticalize these towers. So right now they have 18 turrets on them, and I did it to the furthest out ones, but eventually I guess I should do it to all of them. Now, right now there's 9 PTGs, each generating 100, 100 power, 128 power, sorry, a second. So, I don't know. I mean, you know, the battery, they'll quickly be overwhelmed when things get inside these guys' range, and it'll take a little while for the battery to drain, but eventually it will, so I'm not entirely sure. Also, we got room for 18 more of these guys, as well as 9 more on top if we wanted to take it. Or what we could do is put down solar panels. So I was looking at these solar panels. These regular solar panels, modest amount of energy during the day. Organics get a little bit, basically the same thing. This is a 3x3 configuration, can only go in a lab, refinery, or a large power storage unit, which is that. And then there's the Mark II, which takes these and generates these with some liquid resin, and it generates a minimal amount at night. So I'm thinking that this is the way to go. We need to build a bunch of these solar panels, so let's just do that.
Crafting.
Let's craft those and craft those. So, well, I don't have enough to do everything, but I've got enough to do a few things. So let's go ahead, and I think for now the solar panels are going to be the thing. What we could do later on, if we need more defense, I guess, is we could stack another battery on top of here with a solar panel on top of that, and we could theoretically get more turrets, although I think at that point we'd be overwhelming the power that's provided and would have to do something else. So I think this is how you do this. Yeah. Alright. So this has got an internal power of 1500, 426 power a second. That's not bad. That's the daytime rate, obviously. Don't know what the nighttime rate's going to be, but Yeah, okay. And so these guys, if we upgrade this one and these, right? The ones on the inside, I think they can shoot through things, so they might be able to fire that way too. But at the very least, they'll be able to fire at things on the other side. So we'll have double coverage from our turrets. Let's go ahead and just try to do a few of these while I've got them. And then, oh, yeah, right, I gotta go up higher. And then I'm not sure about testing the power one more time. What happened last time was those armored guys, I think I was recording still when they were getting over the threshold. Well, they just kept coming, and we got more of them getting over the threshold, and eventually batteries ran out of power, and the CPH went down. So, you know, as you do, you adapt and overcome is our motto here. Let's see, I'm going to need to make some more of these solar panels, but we might as well get them done, I guess. Let me grab my manufacturing plant, and I'll go ahead and make another batch of these. And we may need to turn on Sparky over there. Get him, start skinning him again to get a little bit more resin. I think I'm not sure what else we need it for, apart from, I'm sure there's stuff in Frozen Factory that's going to require it. And there's a few manufacturing things that are going to require it. For one thing, I think if I upped my ore production much more at all, I would have to improve the... I would have to put multiple inputs into the storage system, inputs and outputs into the storage system, because right now it's just not keeping up. The belt is full. I don't think there are any holes in the in the belt to the production, but like the alloy block production thing over there, you know, pretty sparse in terms of getting its allocated titanium and nickel. Okay, I think we got them all upgraded, don't I? Did I get one on that one? Yeah, okay, that's the one I started with. So that one's done. And so we've got 18 turrets on the big battery now on the outside. We could upgrade that, but I'm thinking let's upgrade the inner defenses so that, I don't suppose it matters whether you shoot them far away or you shoot them close, but I'd rather pick them off far away until these guys can't do it anymore, and then really be able to pound them when they get in close. And theoretically, I guess that will save us some power generation and other stuff. But then again, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it is just simply a case of you got to shoot them somewhere, right? So I'm not entirely sure. Basically, I think we're going to want these batteries everywhere. Because clearly, unless I double up on my turrets, it's going to take like an hour to charge the OET. And then once it's charged, we've still got to get over there and nuke the guy by hand. So, you know, best bet, an hour and a half or something like that of defensive time we need to have, and I'm not sure this is going to be adequate even in that case. So it may be a matter of got to double up the generators or more. So I've taken down the OET. One thing I noticed, by the way, is that I did stop the game, save the game after I was done with that recording, and I came back to it later. And interestingly enough, the attack had stopped. All my turret banks had charged back up, and then the attack started again a few minutes later. And the OET kept its charge, so you could cheat, maybe. I don't know if it would be possible, but in theory you could cheat. Anytime you get close to going down, you could just close the game, open it back up, and maybe things would have reset. I don't know if that's just what appeared to happen, or if that's what actually happens. And now let's see. There's some structural changes that have to happen here in order for this thing to work. But maybe I'll figure them out in a minute. Let's just get this done real quick. So we're gonna do that, and then no, I'm gonna have to figure it out beforehand. So we need to have the whole face of the battery exposed. And if I put a block here, is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. And we need to do the same thing on all sides here. batteries make a strange sound when you're next to them. So I'm just going to put some floor in here so I can walk. There we go. And then that high there. And I'm going to waste a couple here because I'm just going to make it easy on myself to build them. But let's see. 1, 2. Perspective is hard. Do that. Bring that in a little bit. And let's see. Get myself confused. I think there are blueprints in this game, but I've never looked into them. I should probably. Wouldn't probably make this process a little bit easier. Takes a while for this battery to get charged up, but once it is, it's pretty good. Okay, want that one. You, and you. Go ahead and waste a couple blocks. I'm not too concerned about wasting paste. I've got 82,000 of it. And when I need more, I just turn on that paste generator. My gosh, that thing. Alright, let's see. So we've got enough for another solar panel? We do. Alright, let's put it up here. Now, I wouldn't mind having a battle so that we could see how these things perform, but then again, it seems unlikely that we'd get a big enough one to really test it. See, I've still got some of the just infused coal over here. We want to get through all of that. Let's see. So it looked like we had 21 on that one. I'm just going to put 18 for now. And I'm going to start stacking these things up to go and put a second dose on. But for now, I'm just going to get these going. Okay, so we've got one more of those upgraded, and that is my plan with all of these, is to get them upgraded with 2 sides of turrets, and then to fill in the rest around the edges, to have the solar panels on top, and see if we can get the batteries to stay charged during an attack. The fact that we get a little bit during the night, I think will help out. So get all those upgraded, and then we can, if that's not going to work, we can go to the next tier of turret. This needs 27 in total. Oh, it needs exceptional organic lenses. So in order to get that, that's 1 or 2 of the pink ones. Is it 1? I think it's just 1. Yeah, it's just 1 massive. And I have about a dozen of them, I think. And we only seem to get them from the big guys with the headpiece and the armored chest plate. So yeah, gonna have to do that. But I've got enough. How much stuff do I have here? I've got 45. That's only enough to upgrade another one. You need 27 of these batteries to upgrade. And I doubt we have very many alloyed blocks down below at this point. Probably not. Probably not too many. I've done my best to upgrade the mining stuff, but really the delay is between the cargo lift and the smelter. So either I just have to do something about the belts. I guess I could try the conveyor tubes, but there's some pretty complex belt work I did back there, and I'm not sure. I think it would be possible with the tubes, but I don't think it would be. I don't know. It would be confusing for sure. Anyway, I could use transport pipes, but I'm not entirely sure whether I'll do that or not. I guess if worse come, I'll have to. And then, and then there's the problem with the belt itself. Yeah, if you see how slowly that stuff's coming in right there, it really is an issue of the smelting. And then coming out, I mean, it's not packed. It's not, what do they call that? Saturated or whatever. Like if you look at the difference between that and gold, where there's plenty of gold over there. So this is a function of there not really being a lot in the storage bank. So, I don't know. What are you going to do? 2 belts of each, maybe? I don't know. And this is, to my mind, a temporary kind of thing. It's not like you're going to need alloy blocks, 1 a second forever. But when you do need them, boy, it's a real limitation on getting them. Because that is my main holdup right now, to being able to do everything, basically. And if not that, then the hardened blocks to make more generators. That comes as a part of the alloy block creation process. So we also have the turrets here, the missile turrets, which I have not actually turned on for defenses, and I probably won't until I think I'm absolutely ready to go, because I don't want to waste those missiles if I don't have to. They are fairly expensive in terms of materials. This just cost us coal, basically, and coal is an easy resource. So what else? We're not going to be able to make any more of these batteries, are we? Let's just check real quick and see how many I can make. Not many. Not many at all. Crafting. Oh, I didn't mean to make a Mark II. I meant to do this. Well, no, so we got 2. So that leaves me with, we've already upgraded one of these. That leaves me with another one to get together. And some solar panels too, I guess. Let's see about that. Power generation. Crafting. If we just craft 25 of them, maybe. Crafting. Alright, so I've got 30, and you need 9. Alright, well, that should be plenty for a few. 3 of them anyway. Yeah, okay, so 3. That's enough for everything here. So I just need a few more alloy blocks to be able to upgrade this final inner defense, and then start worrying about these outer turret banks. Don't know if we're going to have a... I think we do have a fight. But again, I think it is being handled offshore. I think Spiderbot is taking care of us over here. Are you? Well, there has been a battle. I finally started just taking all of this pristine stuff that I just don't have room for anymore. I've got like 2 rows of about 6 wide, so say 12 times 100, so 1,200 of each of these things, and anything excess, I'm just chucking into the macerator. I do come pick it up every once in a while because the Falcors, I mean, I haven't really dealt with them. I should probably put a bunch of Falcor beacons out there, but I haven't done it. So I go grab them every once in a while so Arthur doesn't complain about them hanging around. Oh, and gosh, I totally forgot. I said in comments that I would build a jetpack, and I never did. I don't know why. I'm just used to walking around, so I don't do it. I should build one, though. Maybe I should do that now. How hard is a jetpack to build? Let's just check and see. What is that under? Over here, maybe? A jetpack. Plastic pellets and high-energy composite. Well, we have that, so let me go downstairs. Did I get that? I did. Occasionally, I'll destroy that manufacturing unit and not go and not hang around long enough to pick it up. It takes a second before it picks up. Let's see. So we need some plastic pellets, and we need some fuel, high energy composite fuel, and now we should be able to build it. Yep, let's craft one of those, and then let's check out the suit inventory. You can go in there, and then do I have to have... I'll be honest with you, I don't know how it works. So let's see. Reference. No. Controls. Here we go. Jetpack. How do you use the jetpack? I've had one before, but I never really used it. Okay, I don't see it there. Suit functions. J toggles jetpack. Okay, I think I need... Well, I have high energy composite fuel in my inventory, don't I? I do. Does it need to be with you? Can it get, like, loaded into you? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how it works. Maybe I'll have to go read up on how it works. Build gun. I know I saw J turns on jetpack. But now I've lost where it was. Suit functions. Toggles jetpack. Well, hell, I don't know. J? Okay, it goes blue up there in the header, right? So how does one go up and down with it? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Not that big a deal. All right, guys. I'm gonna keep trying to do stuff to make the tier 2, tier 3, whatever the heck it is, ores come in faster, so that we get alloyed blocks a little faster. And then once I get all the defenses upgraded, we'll come back and we'll test this thing one more time. If I'm not mistaken, this should take about an hour to charge, if I'm remembering that correctly. And during that time, we will be getting assaulted, and I'm wondering how well these are going to hold up. So that is the next thing to find out, and I will catch you guys later on. Oh, you know, wait, hold on, one more thing. So Falcor beacons need sky clearance in order to work, and so I had brought up my lithium coils here, and I wanted to get them up to here. And so I put this thing down, I put the beacon down. I don't think I have one on me, or I'd show you. I put it down and it was like, need sky clearance. So I cleared the block over it, and it went ahead and picked up one of the lithium coils. And so I thought, well, what if I put the block back? I did. It continued to work. So I've successfully tricked it, so I don't have to have a hole up there. And it is working fine. The little Falcor is coming and getting lithium coils when it needs to. And Spiderbot is staying charged all by himself. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad I was able to trick it. In the case of this one over here, I didn't have to trick it. These are getting coal from up there where I'm feeding the missiles with Falcor. So there's a beacon on a hopper with coal, but it has sky clearance, right? So these guys are happy to fly through the floor here. They don't need an opening. They're happy to fly through the floor, go up there and get coal, and keep this fixed up. And I did, by the way, give a first approximation upgrade to the power shaft. So I'm using the blue batteries, and I'm using blue transmitters. Not the best, you know, not transmitting nearly as much as that holds, but it's perfectly adequate for now. The goal eventually, and right now I've got a dearth of the Mark III power storage stuff because it requires the alloy blocks. Eventually would be to probably put a giant battery up here, get it powered from something else, maybe those, and then beam down 9 lanes of stuff to batteries on each level. But it's going to be a while before I get around to that. So, but this is just perfectly adequate. I've also pushed the elevator network all the way down to about level 900 and built up the rooms down there, taking power down. So next time I need to move, you know, there's just an amazing amount of titanium and nickel and stuff down, you know, at the 700-800 level. And when I need a new big mine, and I will soon, I replace nickel, but it's not a big patch, so I'm going to have to push down further, and so I'll have to drop down the shaft for the cargo lift and drop mining down. But we got power down there, so we're all good to go with that. All right, I think that's about it. I'll see you next time around. Thanks for joining me for FortressCraft Evolved.